guys, this is probably going to be my last video before Christmas. So today we're going to make a vanilla confetti cake. It's going to be like our Christmas cake, and I wanted to make a Christmas cake, one good Christmas cake on this channel. I don't know if I got flour on my face. But anyways, let's go ahead and get started. This recipe is not mine. It is from the Vegan 8, and I will post the link to the recipe down below. She came up with this fabulous recipe. I've been looking for a gluten-free vanilla cake recipe, a good gluten-free, kind of sugar-free, because it's sweetened with maple syrup recipe for a while, and I'm going to try this one today. Hopefully it works. Yeah, so I've got everything out. Let's go ahead and get started. I don't need to waste time. I know some people have commented that I need to change my smoke detector, so if you hear it beeping, sorry about that. I will work on it. If it disturbs you too much, you can always just look at the recipe and the link below, and you can just go ahead and find the recipe there. But anyways, let's go ahead and get started, because let's make some cake, man. Let's make some cake. All right, so I'm excited about this recipe. I have tried the Minimalist Baker vanilla cake, gluten-free vanilla. It's also oil-free, and so is this one before, and it's good. I just don't like the taste of the applesauce. So anyways, I'm going to go ahead and get started with the dry ingredients. So you want 1½ cup of almond flour. You want 1½ cup of white rice flour. This is white sweet rice flour. You do not want brown rice flour. That's not going to work for this. And you want 3/4 cup of potato starch, not potato flour, potato starch. So we can throw that in there. And then I'm going to throw in a pinch of sea salt. You're fine. We're going to throw in some baking powder. She says 4 teaspoons of baking powder. That's way too much for me. So I'm going to kind of reduce that. And I'm going to do baking powder. I'm going to do baking soda. So I'm going to kind of reduce it and do my own little combination here. Just whisk this together. Bigger whisk and a bigger bowl. There's just something about making cake that just makes you happy. There's just something about it. When I see people making birthday cakes, I just love it. It just makes me really happy. And to know that this is a healthy cake. I've been looking for a really good vanilla cake recipe. One that's gluten-free, one that's healthy, you know, one that I can make and, you know, not feel too bad about eating the whole thing. I'm just kidding. No, but yeah, you know, I can eat it and I can feel comfortable with it. Okay, so here's our dry mixture here. I'm just gonna put it over here. I just lost some of my agave right there. Man. It's okay, all right. So we're gonna go ahead and put in the wet ingredients of light coconut milk. I am using agave because that's all I have, and I just spilled some of it, so I don't even have that much now. So I'm gonna throw that in here. Okay, so I was off. You're gonna need 1¼ cup of coconut milk and 1¼ cup of maple syrup. So I'm just gonna scoop out 1/4 cup of the coconut milk. And probably some of the sweetener. As about 2 tablespoons of vanilla. I'm gonna do about 2 teaspoons of vanilla. A little over 2 tablespoons, but 2 tablespoons of vanilla. And then I've got some all natural sprinkles I'm just gonna throw in here. You don't have to do that, but you know. Okay, so whisk this together. Here we're gonna add in our dry ingredients. And that's pretty much the cake. I have 2 greased baking pans. She says 8-inch, I believe. Yeah, 8-inch cake pans. Mine are a little smaller, but because I reduced the leavening, that's going to help them, give them a little rise better. So. Split in half and just mix this together. She said it's going to be a thin batter, so don't worry about it if your batter looks a little thin. And we are cooking gluten-free here, so the flour is a little different. Mix all this together. is great for the holidays, guys, you know, but it's great any time of the year for birthdays. It's good to have a really good, nice vanilla cake recipe, and especially if you're gluten-free, you know, it's good to have it. So actually my batter's, I mean, it's not too thin. Maybe I did something wrong. Let's hope not. Let's hope that this turns out good, because I really want this cake to be good. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and throw in, she says 8 tablespoons of vegan sprinkles if you have it. Just gonna eyeball it. I'm not gonna do quite 8 tablespoons, but I'm just gonna put a few in there just to give it some color. And I've never baked with these sprinkles before, like inside the cake, but I don't know how they're gonna work, but we'll see. I guess we're gonna find out, aren't we? Okay, get my 2 cake pans here. So the cakes are in the oven at 350 degrees Fahrenheit for 25 minutes, and then she says you want them to cool for an additional 30 minutes. You want to take them out of the pan, let them cool in the rack for another hour. So you have to have a little time on your hands for this vanilla cake, guys, but it's worth it. I'll see you in a bit. The timer has went off. Oh yeah, that's good. No, exert patience. We have about an hour and a half before we can dig into this cake.
I thought I'd take a ride, and soon Miss Fanny Bride was seated by my side. The horse was lean and lame, good bacon, and we got upset. Oh, jingle bells, jingle all the way.
Look at it. Let's do it again, Lou. Cut it on. So the cakes have cooled, and ta-da-da, they're so pretty. And I used very little baking powder. I did a combination of baking powder and baking soda, just a tad, and I used a smaller pan, and the cakes rose pretty well. So look at that. I'm not going to do a double layer right now because I want to frost the other one at another period, at another time. So I'm just going to do one of the cakes now. I'm just going to frost it, and I'm not the best froster. So I added 5 minutes to the cooking time for these cakes because my cake pan was a little smaller, so I cooked it 5 additional minutes. I turned the oven down to about 300, and then I cooked it for 5 more minutes. But, oh, let me get some wax paper so that I can go ahead and frost it, and I won't kind of mess up my board here. So yes, the cakes are done. I'm so excited about these. Frosted. I'm just using I just did some powdered sugar and a little bit of plant milk. Oops. You can put a little bit of frosting down to kind of make it stick. But yeah, that's all I did. She has a frosting on her, on the recipe. She has a vanilla frosting that you could use. I just did some powdered sugar, some organic powdered sugar with a little bit of plant milk. Just using what I have. I'm not a pro at frosting, guys. I'm not a pro. I'm just not, but I do the best that I can. You guys know that I went to Israel and I went to Bethlehem, which was so great with Christmas coming up, and it is just it's a nice, quaint little town. Oh, little town of Bethlehem. Yeah, so I'm gonna insert some pictures of Bethlehem just right in the corner here so you guys can see it. It's really nice. It's just a quaint little town. A lot of the Christians actually in Israel are in Bethlehem. So I thought that was amazing. I was talking with a lady there who was from Bethlehem, and she was just telling me, you know, about that. And yeah, went to a nice little shop there where they did a lot of woodwork, and it was just great. So I'm just gonna pull my little things here underneath it. Actually, I'm not finished. Sprinkles. I don't know. Should I put them on the side? I don't know. I'm just gonna, yeah, there we go. And then if it kind of tumbles down on the side. Oh, isn't that pretty? That's pretty. Now we gotta taste this. You ready? No! What? Wow, that is good. You would never know there's no butter or eggs or regular flour or sugar in this. Merry Christmas to me. Wow, guys, you just gotta go check out the recipe. Let me put this extra cake over here. Guys, check out the recipe. Let me know how you like it. Like I said, this is by Vegan 8. She gets all of the props here. Thanks, Vegan 8. Your cake is delicious. So the recipes will be down. I will put the changes that I made just to kind of cater it to me at the bottom in the description box, the full recipe. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I am just so grateful to have you here. I feel like you guys are here with me in the kitchen. And once again, I'm sorry if you hear the alarm beeping or if you hear my dryer going off up there. It's kind of loud. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I hope you guys enjoy the cake. Like, make this cake like as soon as possible. Your friends, your family will never know that it's super healthy. They'll never know. They just won't. They won't even know that it's probably gluten-free. They will have no clue. So I will see you guys again, maybe in the new year, maybe after Christmas, I'm not sure. But I hope you guys have a Merry, Merry Christmas, and have yourself a merry little Christmas. Let your heart be light. All right, that's basically all I wanted to say. But God bless you, and like I said, I love Christmas time. It's one of the most wonderful times of the year because Jesus came down to earth to save us, and that's what it's all about. Jesus is the reason for the season, and I love baking. I love the Christmas, traditions. But at the end of the day, guys, I'm grateful that Jesus came to save me and to save you. And have a Merry Christmas. Bye-bye. This is really good. Wow. You got it.